Looking through the annals of time, especially those who leaf through Canada's history, one would be mystified by the legendary island that lies just off the southern shores of Nova Scotia. Perhaps that is because it has been the source of adventure and wonder for several centuries. Why? Well, that's because many men have been in search of treasure on the fabled island that is Oak Island. For over 200 years, these men have scoured the island in search of gold, silver, or anything they can find in the chest of wealth that was rumored to be stashed away by people even more legendary than their elusive treasure. We use the word elusive because although hundreds, if not thousands of men have made their way to the island, few, if any, have come away with the fortune they desire. That is why today's video must be exciting to our viewers. In today's video, we follow the Lagina brothers and the Curse of Oak Island crew as they make what could be a major breakthrough in terms of discovering this long-lost treasure. One of the most recent crews to embark on such an expedition, the Curse of Oak Island team is plowing through the island in search of clues that would lead them to this breakthrough. It has led them to the fabled Money Pit, the place where this entire treasure hunting frenzy began. Back in 1795, a young man by the name of Daniel McGuinness came across a circular impression on the ground while living on Oak Island. Driven by the rumors that his home island was a place where some famous historical figures may have hidden their vast wealth from the world, the young man recruited his friend to see if they could actually unearth the treasure this impression may be concealing from the world. As they dug into the ground, they came across some encouraging items, such as wooden planks and a stone slab with a mysterious inscription, items that told them that somebody had been down there before. Encouraged by this, they dug 30 feet into the ground, but unfortunately they had to stop without any success. Over the next 200-odd years, many others built on this foundation, but unfortunately, none of them were able to find this elusive treasure. Nonetheless, the Lagina brothers consider the Money Pit to be one of the most promising locations for this treasure hunting operation. In collaboration with the Dumas Contracting Company, a renowned mining company, the team is reconstructing the garden shaft, an area known for the beautiful pond that is surrounded by a rock garden. Excited about the prospect of solving the island's great mystery, the team works steadfastly as they dig through a mucky shaft that's 26 feet deep into what appears to be backfilled clay. The squalid state of the shaft made the crew believe that the people who had built the original shaft had dumped the mucky material in there on purpose. This had made the team believe that the 80-foot structure may lead them to the original Money Pit. Its authenticity may be confirmed by the fact that the wooden samples that were retrieved from the tunnel was dated back to 1735, and that the water in the area was found to be laced with precious metals like silver and gold. Furthermore, analysis shows that the shaft is close to a potential void or chamber that the team dug into at a depth of about 55 feet. With any hope, they might actually be on the right track to finally solving the island's most fascinating enigma. With every passing day, edging closer and closer to solving the mystery has filled the team and their viewers with excitement. Now, the team is also eager to make their way to the bottom of the garden shaft with the hope that once they achieve the goal of digging about 50 to 60 feet deep into the shaft, they will be able to dig horizontally. They believe that this will help them find a tunnel, especially as the waters in this area have been found to show traces of silver and gold. As encouraging as this might be, the team is actually hopeful they can find some of the original work done on the shaft and learn as much as they can about this site, so that they may achieve the highest level of success that they can in this endeavor. Already, Dumas Contracting Limited has rebuilt the first two 8-foot sets of the garden shaft, and in the next few weeks, the team plans to build two vertical 80-foot deep structures as well. They also plan to have the ability to probe outside the shaft, along which they shall also build lateral tunnels that would allow team members to search for the evidence of the treasure that they and many others have searched for over the last 2 centuries. This excavation is very tasking, thanks to the precarious working conditions the team faces as they mine through the earth. Nonetheless, the team is enthralled with their work as they record their activities with the Spectrum 120 HD camera, a piece of equipment that gives them the ability to monitor exactly what is going on at the bottom of the shaft. No other camera may be more suited for this job, as it has a lens that can survey the area fully at 360 degrees, while also being able to operate in the dark. Furthermore, it comes with some amazing features such as a high-powered zoom feature, which will help them record the minute details of the space they will be exploring. Hopefully, these tools will help them come closer to their goal. Excited, the team cannot help but enjoy the moment, as it appears that they might just be able to surpass the achievements of their predecessors. They also appreciated the items they came across during this expedition, as these served as pieces of a time long past. Furthermore, they were left in awe of the original shafts, as these were constructed by people who had no access to the modern technology that we have today. Perhaps mostly because these structures showed how badly their predecessors wanted to get to the missing treasure. Nonetheless, there have been some notable discoveries, such as the inscribed stone slab that we mentioned earlier on. Located within the depths of the money pit, the mysterious tablet was undecipherable by those who found it, and even after they were able to find someone who was able to translate the strange markings on the stone, they may have wished they hadn't made the effort. After all, what does 40 feet below 2 million pounds are buried mean? All the cryptic message did was create more questions than answers. Who buried the tab, and what on earth does the message mean? As nobody has been able to figure this out, all the tab does right now is add more mystery to the island's already intriguing profile. Another notable discovery is the obstacle that many other treasure hunters have come across as they search for their fortune within the depths of the money pit: floods. Apparently, somebody had gone through the pains of setting booby traps on the island. However, rather than snapping somebody's leg in a bear trap or restraining them in a net, this booby trap floods any tunnel any excavator digs when it gets to a certain depth. Sometimes these floods are strong enough to drown any prospector, the evidence being several remains being found in such places. Again, this creates more questions as to who had gone through the trouble of digging such an elaborate trap. What were they hiding? This element adds a nefarious element to the atmosphere surrounding this treasure hunting endeavor, as some believed that the island was cursed. Not only may an adventurer never discover what they traveled across the world to look for, but there is now the prospect of losing one's life. To some, this may serve as a warning that this adventure may not be worth the journey. Despite the trepidation that becomes more and more apparent as the team digs, they remain undeterred as they eagerly investigate the secrets of the money pit, while in search for the fortune that has evaded many others. As you can imagine, this adventure will only excite those watching as they eagerly wait to see if the Legina brothers and their team will be successful. Hopefully, they will be the ones to overcome the curse of Oak Island. That's it for this video. Feel free to explore our previous videos to get your mind blown. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified whenever we upload an intriguing content. Until next time, goodbye.